Tuning into Pimp Dinnersations here in Chicago, Illinois, where you're going to hear real stories from real people about their career experiences in corporate America. Now let's eat. I want to just thank you all for coming out, eating this delicious Chicago meal, deep dish pizza, so delicious. I could only eat one slice, you know. So let's go ahead and start out with introductions, all right?
Aireal, luxury car rental agent.
Katia, marketing director.
Daniel, media associate.
Deja, event specialist.
So what every guest has been given is a topic to discuss that they overcame in corporate America. So they're going to share their stories and they're going to share how they overcame it. You guys ready? All right. So Daniel, tell us what's in your envelope.
Yeah, for sure. Lack of experience. I'm almost 2 years out of graduating from college. The really big struggle I was finding was trying to get my skills from college to reflect to what the job description had listed at. And my major in college was more the interactive and social media side of media and advertising. So their job descriptions, even with entry level, was very like, you need like 2 years of experience in this and this and this. And my program didn't require an internship. And for a while I was just kind of like giving up, like maybe I should do something else. So my friend reached out saying, hey, I work at this marketing advertising agency and there is a program to like help you get into a more permanent role. So you would be a temp to hire type role, but you'll be working in that company. Went in for an interview and the interview was very social focused. It wasn't like knowing about my previous experiences. And then this liaison program eventually led into this permanent media associate role. The thing that really helped me was saying that I have prior experience working here just as a liaison.
You've already went through the program.
Right. So everyone's like, oh, like, you know how everything works here. Let's talk about other like skills that you want to improve on what you're hoping to outcome for this job.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right, so Aireal, what's your card?
So the card that I got was Gap in Work History. Out of college, I think everybody goes through that phase of where they want to do more meaningful work that, you know, that really sets their soul on fire. I did the whole college thing, got my degree, business management and psychology. So I always had a knack to try the arts, you know? So I felt like being out of college, I might as well take my chance and see what I can do. And surprisingly, it all started to work according to how I pictured things with the whole acting thing. So I did a little bit of that, but little did I know that in acting and in modeling, it's seasonal. So, you know, you have to keep consistent money and you don't get that right away. So
That's where the gaps are.
Exactly, you know? So it was like, oh shoot, I gotta jump right back to this corporate world now. With the acting and everything, I was lucky enough to meet some really great people who introduced me to another passion of mine, which is cars. I got into the luxury car rental business. It was amazing. Yeah, the whole gap in my resume made a lot of people suspicious because they want to see consistency, you know? But I mean, just the way I presented myself and, you know, my knowledge of cars, although I didn't have the history of work experience, they didn't mind it. So it benefited me in the long run.
Reveal your card, Deja.
Okay. I have fear of losing job. My most recent job before where I am now, I was a call center agent, and they got brought out by a larger company. I'm like, oh, this is corporate America. This is the big thing. Like, I got laid off. And I'm like, dang, I'm already relatively young. I already had a lack of experience in most fields. I already have gaps in my work history. I was stressed, of course, what I'm gonna do. I have a little one, and I'm just trying to still pay bills, still take care of me, take care of him. I've done other different little gigs, and that's how I got introduced into being an event specialist. And I had no experience. I could put something together. I make my words sound right so somebody could think like, oh, I sure can. In my head, I can do many things. And I got it. And you know, they is flexible to work with my school schedule. And I was so scared though, because I had lost that job and it was such a good job. And I'm like, I'm finally getting good benefits.
Getting acclimated in a company where you can probably grow at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was a great location, and I was like, okay, I could stay here.
I mean, a lot of times, like when you go through that, especially like you just got, laid off and then you saw a new job, the only thing that's on your mind is like, I gotta make sure I keep this one because I got bills, I got things, I got obligations, you know what I mean? So for you to be like, okay, look, I'm not gonna lose this job because I'm gonna work, my ass off, but at the end of the day, corporate America, I mean, it changes all the time. And honestly, it's nothing personal, it's business, So, but that's good for you though.
Yeah, I worked it out. It was a long road. I felt like it was forever, and I was so scared. This one opened up, so.
Well, congrats on that.
I'd be so scared of something, but you don't know what's behind that door, what you're scared of, and it's like, just go through it, and I went through it. I made it.
Yeah. Well, congrats. That's what's up. And last but not least, Katia, what does your card say?
So my card says, being burnt out. And it fits with me the most because I do nonprofit work.
Oh, nice.
And I've been doing nonprofit work since I was about 18. It's always a lot of hours and a lot of stress. And the first thing they tell you when you go into nonprofit is that you get burnt out quickly. And the first 3 months, it was very stressful. And I ended up getting sick. I got terminally ill, and then I'm a lot better. And then I hit year 2, and by November, I was already burnt out. I was burnt out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It started getting really hard just to get up and go to work. And it was like, I did not have a break. I did not have a break at all. And it was very frustrating. I had a lot of help from somebody else in the same position I was in. They just reached out, they're like, you know what, I got burnt out too.
Yeah.
You just have to care about yourself. I was like, I love my job, but I have to love myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
So from being burnt out, I was like, I need to switch this in a positive way.
Yeah.
Where I have to balance myself and my job. And I'm a person that does not know how to say no. I had to learn to say, you know what, I can't do this right now, but maybe ask me in like 10 minutes. And it helped. But now it's a lot easier for me to notice where I got burnt out and how not to do that in the future.
I think what's so important, what you said the most, is like, you have to love yourself. You know what I mean? If you don't love yourself, I mean, you're really gonna be like burned out all the time because you're just so concerned about, well, I gotta get this money, I gotta pay these bills, I gotta go on this vacation, but it's like, how can you really enjoy life and you burnt out, working like 80 hours a week or whatever it would be. You all really shared some really great stories. And that's a wrap for Pimp Dinnersations here in Chicago, Illinois. Make sure you stay tuned for more Pimped Out episodes. Cheers to pimping forever.